What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. And I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. Gonna read through the schedule really quick, and then we'll check on all the chats. So let me know how you guys are doing. Then, of course, we will be getting started. Before we get any further, I want to remind you guys, if you would like to join the website, right now is the time to do it. Go grab yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. That way you can watch it live. You can post in Hooligans Alley. Plus, you can hang out with all the hooligans in the group chats. And I just added an arcade with some flash games and whatnot. So if you want to go hang out in the arcade and play some video games, you can do that now too. I don't know how long I'll leave that up, but it's a new little thing that I'm doing because I was bored on Sunday and I did the thing. So you can check all that out. Go get you a membership for jeffmaclive.com. We start off with a video titled Breaking News: Biden endorses VP Hyena Harris as the new Democratic candidate. We all knew that was coming. We knew it was coming. There's a lot of people. There's more people surprised that there wasn't an official announcement than there was people surprised that he dropped out. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the Daily Wire was just live on TikTok or some shit. Some official meeting happened, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Then we got a video titled Biden operation is transferring everything to Hyena Harris, says Peter Doocy. It's a Peter Doocy interview where he's giving us an update on what's all going on at the White House right now, while we can't tell what's happening because everything's such a fucking secret over there. Then we have a video titled Trump campaign reacts to Biden dropping out. This is uncharted territory. And also, well, there's talk that if old man Walter isn't fit to run, then he's not fit to lead. So he should step down now from, running whatever. We know he ain't running the country, but he should at least step down from pretending to run the country. Also, Representative Mace calls for the 25th Amendment. It's not in any of these videos. I watched a different video, but there's lots of people saying that old man Walter should step down if he doesn't plan on running. Then we have a video titled Mike Johnson reacts to Kamala Harris POTUS bid. It doesn't change the dynamics at all. He's saying that Republicans are excited to run against Hyena Harris. And then he also mentions to our foreign adversaries, don't take this as a sign of weakness or whatever. We're always ready to fire back. You want to come over here and put your finger at us. So anyways, that's what Mike Johnson has to say. Then we got a video titled Trump rally volunteer refused to enter the event over lack of security. This is more updates from the assassination attempt of President Trump. Of course, everyone still knows nothing. There's fucking nothing. More speculation, if anything else. Anyways, then we got a video titled Hundreds Hope to Get Through Tight Security to Attend Vance Rally in Ohio. It's kind of describing the event, but then they go in to say that not all Americans feel the same way about J.D. Vance, and they interview a few people in the crowd and whatnot. So it's kind of like Americans warming up to J.D. Vance. Then we have our feel-good video of the day. It's kind of a feel-good video. I don't know. It's sort of a feel-good. I just like the video, so. It's Valentina Gomez. She is currently running for Missouri's Secretary of State. She posted a video titled Not Like Us. And it's pretty humorous. It's kind of our feel-good video of the day. And the reason I feel that way is because it's a politician that's running for office who is saying the same shit that we're saying. They're not pretending to be fake and this, that, and the other. They're just like, hey, you can vote for freedom or you can vote for gay shit. That's what you got. So I thought that felt pretty good. So we put that on the feel-good video of the day. And then our funny video of the day is titled Eagles Are Majestic. All of that is coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat and see how you hooligans are doing on this Manic Monday. Also, I think I got heat exhaustion yesterday playing disc golf with my buddy Carmelo. So expect me to be in mush brain today, but that's okay. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com? What's up, Mr. Beansy Beans? What's up, Zero? What's up, Alistair? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Annette? What's up, Turbo? What's up, Guess Some J? What's up, Damsel? What's up, Matt? What's up, Russell? What's up, Nefties? What's up, J Spray? Happy Freedom to Hooligans. What's up, Joshua? What's up, Cadillacs? What's up, Cassandra? And what's up, Salty Ragu? Appreciate all of you hooligans being here on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Alistair, you were first today. And I appreciate you racing to the chat, Alistair. You're awesome. What's up, Black White Ball? What's up, Mr. B New? You guys counting down in the chat. You guys crack me up. Goodness. What's up, Matthew? What's up, Jeb? What's up, Ghostly? What's up, Paul? Happy Freedom. What's up, D-Cat? Thank you so much, D-Cat, for joining Locals, I believe it was. I didn't write it down, but I had the notification. But either way, I appreciate you, D-Cat, and welcome to the family. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you, D-Cat. You're awesome. Let me see. Make sure I got everyone. What's up, General Chaos? What's up, Zupia? What's up, Disco? Happy Freedom. All right. Let's see. What's up, Pag? What's up, Zeus Boot? Happy Freedom to you guys. What's up, everyone over on Kick? Let's see here. What's up, everyone over on Twitch? What's up, Matt? What's up, Tony Rich? Happy Freedom, you hooligans. Mr. Beansy Beans, you're omnipresent. You're awesome. Appreciate all of you guys over on Twitch. Now let's see if YouTube went live, because they look like they were giving me shit. Oh no, I think we're live. I think we're live on the communism platform. Is the audio going to be on? YouTube went live because that's all right. Anyways, what's up, everyone over on the GoofTube? What's up, Matt? What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Salty Ragu? Salty Ragu, you can't drop the boobies on YouTube. They don't like boobies over there. What's up, Darth Maul? What's up, DP? Yes. What's up, DP? Happy Freedom. All right, let's go ahead and get things started. Of course, I feel like I'm forgetting to remind you of stuff, and I don't know what that is. We'll figure it out. Either way, before we get into it, I want to remind you guys we have these Neon Screaming Goat t-shirts. Comes in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, coffee mugs, stickers, and dog tags. Today I got on the Happy Freedom. Let's get that freedom in there. Ugh, Happy Freedom tank top. Lots of items and lots of designs over on the merch store. I'll drop the link in the chat while we're watching this first video. Once again, it is titled Biden Endorses VP Hyena Harris as New Democratic Candidate.
Party nominee in 2020 was to pick Kamala Harris as my vice president, and it's been the best decision I've made. Today, I want to offer my full support and endorsement for Kamala to be the nominee for our party this year. Democrats, it's time to come together and beat Trump. Let's do this. So not only do we have news that Joe Biden is stepping out, he put out a letter. He also issued a statement on Twitter saying that he is endorsing Kamala Harris as the nominee for the Democrat Party. Talk to me, Ellis, your reaction.
It's a fascinating news. I would say highly expected. Delegates are very likely to listen to him. I think it makes it very difficult for any other Democrat to run a serious challenge, as might have been the case in an open primary or brokered convention, the kind of thing that Mark was hinting at a moment ago. But this makes it a much more orderly process. It's easier for her to get her hands on the money than it would be for other candidates. And I think Republicans need to get ready for a race against Kamala Harris.
Mark Halpern, your reaction, Kamala as the top of the ticket.
Well, it's complicated. He didn't originally plan to do that. After I reported that he wasn't planning to do it, he and others close to him faced a lot of heat from people who say endorse. Many people, including some close to Vice President Harris, didn't want an endorsement. They felt that it would look too much like a kind of a put-up job, the establishment picking the candidate. They wanted a more open process. But in the end, the logic of saying he had to endorse the person he thought was the most qualified by making her vice president carried the day. I still think it'll be interesting to see what kind of endorsement she gets, how open they try to make this process. I do not anticipate, whether President Biden endorsed or not, that anyone will run against her.
I wanted to.
Well, old man Walter finally stepped down. Now there's more people worried about proof of life than anything else. Nobody's seen old man Walter. The last time we seen him, they told us he had the plague, and you know, that doesn't matter because he's highly vaccinated, well boosted, and sharp as a tack, as KJP would say. But then you could see videos of him struggling to get to the top of the stairs of Air Force One, and I think that was the last time that we seen him. And then all of a sudden, like 24 hours later or something like that, all of a sudden there's a suspicious letter posted on X that supposedly says he's dropping out. Now, like I said earlier, I think Daily Wire was live earlier with political officials, the kind of not authorizing, but making official statements about this. Although I can't find any of that information on the White House website, so I don't really know. I kind of just came across it randomly, and the title of the live was Biden stepping down, so I assume that's what it was. I didn't sit there and hang out because I don't hang out with Democrats, but either way, we knew this was coming. Nobody was surprised, and Hyena Harris is nobody special. We're all just waiting to see. Are they going to try and say she won? You know, they're going to be like, Hyena Harris won the election. What do you mean? What do you mean? 4 months till the election, you guys swap your candidate? You guys going to tell us they won? Nobody's believing that shit. Nobody's believing that shit. Anyways, next up we have Biden operation is transferring everything to Kamala Harris, says Peter Ducey. This is Peter Ducey giving us details and updates on the White House. There's lots of changes happening right now. So either way, that's what's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about that first video. Let me see. Joshua, check the Air Force One flight logs. Are we able to check that stuff? I think it's supposed to be public information, but I don't know where to go to check it. Nefties, you think Biden kicked the bucket? He might have. He might have. Salty Ragu, don't say Joe and Steps. He gets scared. He's a little timid. He's a little timid over there. Russell, I wanted Biden to stay in so Trump gets to run against the second idiot. Oh, well. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really worried about that. It's other sleight of hands, because there was a lot of talk yesterday about Michael Obama. And then there was a statement that came out saying that Michael Obama endorsed Hyena Harris being the primary for the D team. And then there was another statement saying that Obama, he made a statement saying, oh, that's really nice. But then he didn't endorse Harris. So I'm kind of suspicious if they're going to try and trade out Harris for Michael. And then all of a sudden, you know, Barack's going to give his A-OK green light on that. But we'll see. We'll see. What they're doing is not even legal. And they'll talk about it a little bit when we cover the Mike Johnson video. They can't just swap somebody out. There's like an official way of doing things. But you guys know how Democrats are. So we'll get to it. We will get to it. Guess way too many states have deadlines that Camilla missed. Will be interesting. Yes, guess something, and that's what I was just talking about. There's red tape. There's legal reasons why this stuff can't happen. You can't get this close to an election and just go, well, this guy, you know, we've been saying for 4 years he's going to run, but no, we're going to just give it to this person without any like legal transferring or anything. What they're doing is illegal. And like I said, Mike Johnson will be talking about it when we get to that video. Ghostly Clinton is running. Yeah. Then I heard that last night too, that Hillary's trying to get into the race and stuff. And it's going to be Hillary versus Trump again? Like, I don't know. We'll see. All I know is in a perfect world, Democrats can't win this. You know, like, if you were betting on the race and you got a horse that's been training for 4 years and you got another one that's been training for 4 months, you're going to bet on the one that's been running for 4 years. Like, that's just logic, right? That's common sense. But I know they're still going to try and tell us some bullshit. You know, when they rigged the deal there, they're going to be like, oh, blue team won. Be like, how? It's damn near impossible. Like, how? We'll see. We'll see when we get there. We know how it's going to go. General Chaos, they picked the hoe, not picked the... I jumped the gun there. Picked Joe, not the hoe. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it turns out, because they already said, I think it was Ohio, and I want to say there was another state, that Biden did not put in the paperwork on time to get his name on the ballot. So technically, he wasn't even supposed to be on the ballot in Ohio. And as far as I know, they let that slide. Even though it's red tape and they're not supposed to break those rules, they let it slide. And so just like this, I'm waiting to see, are they going to let this slide too? Or are they going to refuse to put Hyena Harris's name on the ticket because technically they can't? You know, not just Ohio, but nationwide, there's a bunch of states that have red tape up saying it's too late for her. She can't, you know, just jump on the ticket like that. We'll see how it goes. There are a bunch of rule breakers, liars, cheaters, stealers. You know how Democrats are. DCAT, what the Democratic Party is doing is highly illegal. It's basically flipping the bird to the whole American public by replacing Biden with Camel Toe Harris. Yeah, DCAT. Yep, you're right. Dud, I think he received a memo telling him to step down or he would have to go down the stairs, you know. It's probably what happened. There was reports that Jill was throwing a fit for over 2 hours yesterday. I seen a couple reports of that, and I was like, is that real? Is that real? I can't tell. I can't tell if that's a real report or not. I believe it, though. What's up, Elisa? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Puff and Stuff? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Kevin? Is Ludington the closest city to you? I got it on my Weather Network app so I can keep track of the temperatures and storms. Kevin, it's not the nearest city to me. I actually don't talk about the nearest cities to me because there's people that try and track me. You'd be surprised how many people have tried to send me my address or my full name or my phone number or information on my loved ones. So I actually work really hard on not providing my location, but keeping track of Ludington weather is a pretty good indicator of the weather I'm experiencing. It's usually a little warmer here, higher humidity, more snow in the wintertime, but for the most part, we get Ludington's weather. So you're right on it, Kevin. It's good. Stoner, he did. Yeah, you think he kicked the bucket? He might have. I'm waiting for some proof of life. He made a statement, you know how it goes. He made a post on Twitter, I think today, and people in the comments are like, yeah, that's great. We need a picture of you holding a newspaper. That's what we need. So I'm interested to see some proof of life, because if he did kick the bucket, it's going to be obvious. It's going to be obvious. I mean, they might try and bring, Joe 4.0 out, some clone or something, and maybe they will do that. But what's the excuse going to be next week when it's been a week and we ain't seen Biden? What's the excuse going to be? Unless they pull a clone out, it's going to be obvious here. The more days that pass without seeing Joe, the more that statement is obvious. Absolutely, D-Cat. I know you're a hooligan at heart. No worries. Let's read through and we'll get on to this next one. Mr. B, new proof of life, man. At this point, we don't have a president. Yeah. Well, we didn't really have one when he was on the screen, Simply Witchy, agree to proof of life, not AI or body double. Yeah. Yep. And we'll see. They might give us a little profile snippet, like your ID picture, and he'll just be singing and dancing, but really it's animatronics. Only time will tell. What's up, Post Malone? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Chops Bite needs to sit on a cactus. He needs to sit down somewhere, I know that. Minority Vance, funded by Palantir. Owners Palantir is Skynet. There's a lot of people that don't really like JD Vance. I don't really have an opinion about him yet. I'm still working on it. Scott, he went live yesterday. Interesting. I didn't see that. I'll have to look for that video. Ralph, you're awesome. You're awesome. Happy freedom to you. Yeah, well, that's not going to work for a name. We'll go with HM. Kennedy is in there too. Don't forget that. Kennedy ain't winning. Kennedy is going to get worse than independent. Like Trump was saying at the independent national convention or whatever that was, they can either vote for Trump or they can enjoy third place. And we looked at the poll the last time we did a voice chat, or maybe it was the time before last. Kennedy is worse than everyone. There's a candidate on there that is called the unknown Democratic candidate. And that person has more polling numbers than Kennedy does. Like the government wouldn't even give him Secret Service detail until after President Trump was shot. So it's like, no matter how it goes, no matter how many votes, no matter what, they're not going to let Kennedy win. They're just not. They're not. I know a ton of people that want to vote for Kennedy. He's not going to win, though. The government will not allow that. They just won't. And I fully believe that. So I don't even look in his direction. He's basically out of bounds. And I'm not saying he's a good guy or a bad guy or anything like that. I'm just telling you, all of you guys, what I'm seeing as far as how he's being treated from the outside world. He doesn't have the opportunity to win. That's just what I'm seeing. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he'll win. I don't know. But I'm just telling you, I see a pattern here with the way that, everyone is treating him. Guess fuck it. I'm running. My first act, my first act will be a law making it a crime to piss me off. There you go, get some. There you go. You got presidential immunity. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. What's up, Loot Review? Happy freedom. All right, we're going to get on to this next video. This is a Peter Doocy video. It's titled Biden's Operation is Transferring Everything to Kamala Harris. He's going to talk about that, and he's also going to give us other details about things going on at the White House. And it's Sean Hannity. I know you guys don't like that, but it was the only way we can get Peter Doocy on the show, you know? So anyways, once again, this is Biden Operation is Transferring Everything to Kamala Harris. And don't forget, hit that like button over on Rumble.
Here with reaction from the White House, where we have yet to see Joe Biden today. Our very own Peter Doocy is with us. Peter.
Yeah, President Biden is not at the White House. He is remaining at the beach house in Rehoboth, Delaware. They just sent us a schedule for tomorrow. No public events on the schedule. And then for Tuesday through Sunday, it just says that announcements about his schedule will be forthcoming. So we have no idea when it is that he will stop testing positive for COVID and be able to travel to talk to us about what exactly changed since Friday, when he said he was going to be on the campaign trail advocating for himself. And in the 3 weeks since the debate, President Biden argued that it was an isolated incident, one bad night, and that if he could just get out onto the campaign trail, he could reassure Democrats that he's got the energy and that he's got the wit to go up against Donald Trump for the next couple months until Election Day. But it just was not working. Nothing was working. And there's an item in Politico that just crossed. It sounds like two of his closest advisors, who have been there since the Senate days, went for a socially distanced meeting at the beach house last night because the president is still testing positive for COVID. And they explained to him that, according to this story, that he had no pathway to victory. That was one of the things that he said would encourage him to drop out. It was no pathway to victory, a medical problem, or if he heard from the Almighty. So it doesn't seem like he's heard from the Almighty. The First Lady's office is telling us that she supports him with all of this, but that it was his decision to make. And now the Biden operation is transferring everything over to Kamala Harris at the top of the ticket. And now we wait to try to figure out what exactly the rest of the ticket is going to look like. This is a position that Harris has not been in, obviously. She won 0 states in the 2020 Democratic primaries. And so this is going to be the first time for her to have to, it's all on her starting today. And $27.5 million worth of small donations have gone into Act Blue. So at least Democrats at the moment are excited about the pick, but that is no guarantee of general election success. Sean.
Where's Obama tonight? Where's Schumer tonight? Where's Pelosi tonight? Where's Hakeem Jeffries tonight?
Well, as of last night, there was an item, the Biden team was leaking to the New York Times that the president, Biden, was fuming about Obama and Pelosi at the beach house because they were not, he thought that they were pulling the strings behind the scenes, which there are indications that they, at a minimum, did not stop this Democratic mutiny. But President Biden was just getting more and more isolated. He was mad at pretty much everybody except a very, very small group of longtime advisors and family members. And it really sounded like he was digging in because they couldn't take it away from him. He has the delegates. He didn't have to do this. And he was saying, if somebody wants to challenge him at the convention, then they should do it. But he's not even going to make it to the convention. It'll be a totally different ticket. Harris and somebody. And we should know soon.
Well, unless they don't want Harris, which I suspect by their lack of endorsement of her may be a possibility. Peter at the White House tonight. Thank you, sir. Hey, Sean Hannity.
Well, that was Peter Doocy outside of the White House there, giving us our details about what's going on as much as possible. Old man Walter's chilling at the house in Delaware. Sure he is. Sure he is. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I think it was Laura Loomer was on X talking about old man Walter had a medical emergency last week or something, but nobody talked about it. And then she went into detail about how there's medical personnel on Air Force One. They even have a designated area that's so equipped they could perform surgery if necessary. Ooh. I don't know what all that means. I didn't get to go down the rabbit hole. I was sitting here wrapping up the live, getting it together. But either way, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he did have a medical emergency. He's feeble and old and senile and everything else. It's weird. What's going on right now is really weird. The problem is all the evil people around us are smiling. Like it's weird to have somebody stabbing you in the chest and genuinely be smiling while they're doing it. And that's how these people are. So it's like they're all smiling and everything's all great. And it's like, okay, but where's old man Walter? Where's he at? I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, oh, well, it's the COVID. Oh, his booty's got COVID? That's a sad story. That's a real sad story. So where's he at? Where's he at? What does COVID have to do with being on camera? I remember when Trudeau caught the vid. He caught that vid right there. It was in the middle of the Canadian convoy. And all of a sudden, Trudeau couldn't be found. And then there was an announcement that he had the vid. He was extra COVIDed up. And that day, he made an announcement from his front yard. He walked out of his front door up to this podium thing that they had set up and gave a speech from his front lawn. Where the fuck's old man Walter at? You can't tell me he's that damn sick. He's either dead or they locked him in the cage or something. He's not allowed to come out of the kennel. Maybe he bit one of the Secret Service agents. I'm not sure. But something weird is going on, and that's all I know for sure. Let me see what we got next here. Next up, we got Trump campaign reacts to Biden dropping out. This is uncharted territory. So they're going to discuss the dropout, and that would have been all of today's news if I didn't spend so much time looking for other things to talk about, because like this is everything. Everybody's talking about Biden dropping out. So anyways, in this video they're going to talk about the whole deal from Trump's perspective, because this woman that's on here being interviewed, she's a part of Trump team, and so she's discussing like this doesn't bother them. This doesn't stagger their step or anything like that. They ask her, if you've prepared all of your speeches and content to battle against Biden and now Biden isn't the person running, are you guys screwed now? Do you have to come up with new nicknames and shit talking skills and DACA? And they're like, no. They're like, this doesn't matter. We're not running on fuck the other guy. We're running on let's make America great again. So it doesn't matter who they put him up against. We still got to make America great again. And I think that was a really good answer. And so anyways, all of that's coming up next. And then on top of that, I don't have the video for it, but there's a video floating around out there with Representative Mace saying that they need to do the 25th Amendment. They need to do away with him now, because if he's not fit to run, he's not fit to lead. And I guess there's like legal wording that's like that somewhere. And so by him saying he's not fit to run, he actually needs to step down right now from the White House and just give the reins over to Hyena Harris. But either way, we'll get into that in a moment. First, we're going to read through the chat and see what your hooligans think about Peter Doocy interview. Well, thank you, Snooks. I appreciate the compliment. Salt Ragu, dropping the Snooks is hot in the chat. Mr. Beansy Beans. Yes. It's the only time she tells the truth. She sucks at her job. She sucks when she's not at work. The only time she's not sucking is when she's sleeping. And at 21 in the chat, yeah, we're close to breaking the record again. I think the record is 27 right now. Salt Ragu, where's Big Mike? Yep. Getting all ready for the big show. Turbo, Biden's Hawk 2 is just dust. Yeah. Cassandra, what about all the things that she's accomplished while on her knees and on her back? That'd be a long list, wouldn't it? That's her whole career. That's her whole career. Her knees and back got calluses. It's just how it is. What's up, Hair Juicer? Happy freedom to you. Saldragu, try unplugging him and plugging him back in. They did. They did. I'm worried the lights didn't go back on. They're like, oh no, what are we going to do? They're like, hurry, just tell everyone that Hyena Harris is going to take the lead. We'll figure out what to do with old man shit your pants. They're going to make a wax figure of him and send him out on stage. Guess MJ Mace is a badass. I'm learning about Mace. I see her every once in a while. We've covered a few Mace videos, but not enough for me to really know who she is and form an opinion yet. She's a part of the Trump team, so I believe her when she speaks. What's up, Screaming Eagle? Happy Freedom. What's up, Enter User? Appreciate you being here. Enter User JD Vance just did a great job at his rally. Did Right Side Broadcasting cover it? I saw that it was live. I didn't have a chance to really watch it though. Mandela, well, if sex acts qualify for you to be president, vote me in. Just saying. I'm saying, Mandela. If I was good at one thing, it'd be that. Maybe I'll second best at president. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Paul, Dems are insurrecting without another primary. Hypocrites. Yeah, Paul. There are a bunch of lowlifes out there. So here it is. What's up, Nostalgic? Happy Freedom. What's up, Kim? Appreciate you joining us over on Rumble. Enter User, don't give knee pads to the platform. Oh, knee pads, Harris? Nah, that'd be fine. I'm ready to watch President Trump whoop whoever the Democrats put up. What's up, Rappy? Happy Freedom. Just reading through. Alistair, watch the body language. Harris doesn't like to get too close to Joe. Always at a social distance. That's right, Alistair. Yeah, and they don't like each other. And one of these videos, it might be the next one. They're talking about how Hyena Harris and Jill butt heads, and they have since the beginning. They do not like each other, which I think that's really interesting. Rolf, you think it's gonna be Hillary? I know. I keep hearing that Hillary, she's eyeballing that open seat. It's Trump Hillary. Could you imagine? Another Trump Hillary. Ah, man. I can't stand that woman. Neighbor guy Alex Jones is saying Hillary too. Yeah, it's rough. If Alex Jones is saying it, I feel a little bit more inclined to believe it. Enter User, you guys did cover it. That's cool. That's cool. I'm glad that JD Vance had a good rally. We got a video, people being interviewed in the audio or in the line waiting to go into the building. Not everybody is for JD Vance, but I think people are just figuring him out, learning to like him and whatnot. Cashflow, where's Jill? Who knows? Who knows? She's probably in bed with Hyena Harris's husband. They seem to pal around a lot together. Every time I see Jill, I see whoever Hyena Harris's husband is. I don't know what his name is, but I always see those two people together. Always. Always together. I'm like, that's not the first lady. That woman's out there banging Hyena Harris's husband. And we know it. We know it's true. Lisa, man, they grilled the SS bitch. Did they? I seen that it was live. I'm trying to think. I think we got a video for it. I can't remember. I don't know. I did see it though. I watched a little bit of it. There's a lot of talking though. I hate seeing those congressional hearings and all that stuff because they say all the right things and then nothing happens. You know, like we had Josh Hawley calling out Zuckerberg and a bunch of other people. They had Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and somebody else, probably TikTok, all present for some sort of hearing. This was like years ago. It was like 2 years ago. And we're covering it, and Josh Hawley's like, so you guys are sharing data and you're stealing information from Americans. And they're like, nah. And he's like, okay. And then he pulls out a big ass slide. He's like, here's screenshots of you guys doing exactly that. And they were like, oh, well, maybe we'll have to get back to you on that. We're not really sure. And he's like, yeah, you are sure, because here's screenshots of you guys specifically saying this shit. Like, all kind. He had everything. He had everything. He caught him red-handed, lying and infringing on the right to privacy of Americans. And they were even saying it was like crimes against humanity because there was so much shit. And then what happened? Nothing. Then nothing fucking happened. They exposed that these people are doing wrong by us, and then they did nothing about it. And they seem to do that all the damn time. They get out there, they say exactly what we're all thinking, and then they don't do anything, and then the bad people go out there and continue to make billions of dollars, like over and over again. And so I saw a little clip where somebody was grilling the assistant director for Secret Service, or whatever her name, you know who I'm talking about, the woman they were claiming was in the crowd during the shooting and whatever. I saw they were grilling her, and I listened to the guy with the country accent saying all the right things. He's like, you fucked up a lot, and I think you should resign. And I'm like, yeah, but I bet you won't. And I bet you guys won't do shit. And you're going to let this go. You're going to put this on TV. You're going to talk a bunch of shit. You're not going to do anything. And then something else will happen, and we'll all forget. Like right now, everybody's talking about Joe Biden stepping down. Everyone forgot about the assassination attempt. This is because of... they're shortening our attention span with all these goofy social media antics. Zero Chendal is the director. Yeah. What is... her name is like... Cheadle. Oh, Zero, that's who you're talking about? Yeah. Her title is something weird, though. It's not the director. It's like the associate director. Or something. Because I had to look her up. Because I didn't know who she was. Let me see. Because they call her something weird. Well, in this, they just call her the director. When I looked it up the other day, they were calling her something else. It was like the something director of Secret Service. Now they're just calling her the director. I don't know. Whatever. Either way. I know they're grilling her, but are they going to actually do anything to her? Probably not. Probably not. Snooks, thank you for the arcade games. I'm having fun there. Good, Snooks. I seen someone say they were having problems with the arcade, but I don't know why. Moose Girl Mayorkas is her boss? Yeah, that's what I figured. Guess, serious question, is Cheadle gay? Nah, I don't know. It's pretty gay to me. Jesus loves us, I can't talk. Okay, we'll give it another chance. Mr. Beans, Mace is nailing her. Yeah, could be. Don't you start on me now. Zupia, Assistant Deputy Director of the FBI. Maybe that's what it was. I just know that the title I found in the moment, Saturday or Friday or whenever we looked it up, it was an extended title. Screaming Eagle, the director, is supposed to resign tomorrow. Well, we'll see. I don't think it's going to make things better, but at least they're pretending like they're doing something. Moose Girl, both sides said that she should step down. Yeah. Nostalgic. Jill got some kind of sweet deal yesterday. She's not leaving the White House empty-handed. Yeah, that's what I figured too. Because Jill's the reason that Biden was running in the first place. Joe didn't know shit. He didn't know nothing about nothing. He's a senile old man. It's his wife that's calling the shots. I think she's been calling the shots this whole time. Hypernova. I, for one, am glad that it won't be long until Hunter Biden stops being in rooms with advisors in the White House, giving his input. Yeah, Hypernova. Well, we'll see. All we need is Hyena Harris to start banging Hunter Biden, and he'll be back in the White House. We'll see how it goes. Those corrupt people, they love each other. Well, they don't love each other, but they benefit from each other, and that's all they care about. Fred, other countries are laughing at us over here because of all this BS. Something good has to happen November. Yeah. They're still going to announce the bullshit. Like, I know they're going to, 100%. President Trump could get a vote from every American, and they're still going to try and say the blue team won. So I'm just waiting for that shit show. I don't expect great things in November. I know everybody's going to be voting for President Trump, but we'll see what the news says. We'll see what the politics is of the whole deal. We'll see what the White House is screaming, you know, after the election and stuff. Because, yeah, we could vote in the Orange Eagle, and that'd be great. But they come out and they say a bunch of bullshit. Like, what if they come out and said the election was stolen? They might. They tried to take President Trump to court in Georgia for election interference from saying that the election was stolen when it was stolen. So I would not be surprised at all if in November we vote in the Orange Eagle and then they turn around and go, oh, you guys stole the election. And now we gotta halt everything. We're gonna have to do some audits, you know, and it'll be like here in Michigan, where they had the same bad people that stole the shit do the audit. Guess what they found? No wrongdoing. Shocker. We got videos of them at 3 a.m. in the morning dropping off ballots in Muskegon. But no, it was 100% accurate. Like, doesn't make any sense. So all I know is it's gonna be a shit show. It's gonna be a shit show. We gotta vote for President Trump in November, and then watch the shit show unfold. Reading through, we'll get on to this next video. Guess MJ, my theory, Biden stepped down, Hunter immunity was part of the agreement. Oh yeah, that definitely could be. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom to you. Alright, hooligans, let's get into this next one. This is Trump campaign reacts to Biden dropping out. This is uncharted territory. This is kind of details on how they feel about all this over on the Trump team. Let's get this started.
President Biden insists he will stay in office until the end of his term after dropping out of the 2024 race.
Former President Trump saying the following: he is not fit to serve. And I ask, who's going to be running the country for the next 5 months? Trump 2024 National Press Secretary and Trump campaign surrogate Caroline Leavitt joins us now. Caroline, that is the question. Are the people running the country for the next 5 months the same people who pushed Joe Biden to the side, kicked him to the curb, stabbed him in the back? You know, democracy and all.
Well, it is the number one question that every media pundit and journalist should be asking the Democrat Party, Joe Biden, and Kamala Harris. If Joe Biden, by his own admission, cannot continue to run for re-election, then he certainly is unable to govern. He can't negotiate with our foreign adversaries. He can't be trusted to protect our homeland from criminals and terrorists who wish to invade our country. We are now entering new uncharted territory where the President of the United States has admitted that he is unable to serve another 4 years. Our adversaries are certainly taking note of this, and it's a deeply concerning time. The Democrat Party elite who are controlling this process absolutely have to answer for who is making the decision, who is calling the shots. And I will add, the only reason we are having this conversation, the only reason Joe Biden dropped out of this race is because of President Trump's dominant debate performance just a few weeks ago. He blew the lid off of this cover-up, this scandal that the Democrat Party and the media were complicit in, covering up and lying to the American people about Joe Biden's cognitive decline. Now the lid has been blown off the can. Everyone sees Joe Biden for who he is, what he is, a corrupt career politician who is not fit to serve or lead this country.
Caroline, there are those who say that this decision is a disaster for the Trump team because they built their campaign around defeating Joe Biden. What is your reaction to that?
Absolutely false. We have built our campaign off of President Trump's winning message of making this country great again, making this country strong again, securing our border, bringing down the cost of living for all Americans, ending the wars that Joe Biden's weakness has got us into in Ukraine, in the Middle East, and everywhere else abroad. We've built our campaign off of reaching out to voters from all demographics in all corners of this country. President Trump will continue to do that no matter who the Democrat Democrats decide their nominee is going to be, and if it is Kamala Harris, well, guess what? We feel better about our chances because she is a radical liberal from California who supports insane policies such as a ban on fracking, which will hike up the cost of living, such as no bail for violent criminals and rioters. That's who Kamala Harris is. While Joe Biden was supported by a lot of California elite, she is a California elitist, out-of-touch liberal. So we look forward to watching the Democrats decide who their nominee is going to be because it is the Democrat Party who has supported the disastrous policies that are deeply unpopular with the American public. And President Trump is running on a message of common sense, of unity, of success, and that's a winning message no matter who we face.
Well, you obviously planned for this in some way, shape, or form because you released a commercial immediately after the announcement. Sound like you were editing this, up all night while Joe was up all night writing his letter. Take a look at the ad.
Kamala was in on it. She covered up Joe's obvious mental decline. Look what she got done. A border invasion, runaway inflation, the American dream dead.
15 seconds to you. Who else are you planning on as opponents for Donald J. Trump?
Well, whoever else the Democrat Party puts up, we will be ready to expose their record of supporting Joe Biden's disastrous policies over the last 4 years. And also, all Democrats have been complicit in the greatest lie to the American public in history, that Joe Biden was fit to serve when we now know he was not. President Trump has been right about that since the beginning. The American people know it. That's why they trust him, and that's why he will win on November the 5th.
106 days to go until the election, and who knows, there could be still more twists and turns to come. Caroline, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm Steve. Yes. Oh, man. Democrat voters are so stupid. They're so stupid. We've been telling them for years their guy is brain dead. And they just, Yeah, he is. And now he's not even in the race. And they're like, well, that's okay. We'll just vote for anybody. So stupid. So you realize your vote is supposed to be for who you want to win? I couldn't imagine voting for a random person, basically wasting my vote, just to make sure that other people are unhappy. Oh, you guys want that guy and my guy just dropped out of the race? I'm going to vote for anybody else just to make sure your guy doesn't win. Like, what a piece of shit person to go and waste your time to do that shit. If President Trump dropped out, I wouldn't vote. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't, because my guy dropped out. That's who I want to win. That's who I think is fit to lead the country. He drops out. I'm not voting. I'm not going to go vote for somebody else because fuck you, Hyena Harris, or what. Like, I ain't got time for that shit. The person I want, if he drops out, I'm not voting. If you went to a restaurant, right, and you only like the fish, and you order the fish, and they ain't got the fish, you might get a cheeseburger, but me, I'm not. I came here for the fish. Now, you'll never hear me say that because I don't eat anything that swims unless she's really pretty. But, yeah. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. My ass wouldn't vote if my guy dropped out. I just wouldn't. Now, I think everybody should vote who's an American. But if your guy drops out, who are you going to vote for? You going to vote for a random person just so everybody else gets fucked over? Like, nah. One, that's a shot in the dark. And two, that makes you such a low life. Such a low life. You can't afford ice cream, so you're going to smack ice cream cones out of everybody else's hands that's standing there. Like, you're just a piece of shit if you're out here doing that. And so we'll see how it goes. It's Trump 2024, and at this point, it just looks like a landslide, and it's pretty entertaining to watch the blue team scramble. It'll be more of a bitchy moment when we get to November, and they try to say the blue team won. That's when, it's going to be time to be mad and stuff, but we'll see how it goes. Right now, we'll just enjoy all the shenanigans happening. Next up, Mike Johnson reacts to Kamala Harris' POTUS bid. It doesn't change the dynamics at all. It's about Mike Johnson being interviewed in the hallway about what's going on with Hyena Harris and old man Walter. He's talking about how Republicans are excited to run against Hyena Harris, and then also a message to our adversaries saying, don't try no goofy shit, we're still ready. But first, we're going to read through the chat, and before we do, I want to remind you guys, if you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord as well as jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform, you'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got, and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. I'm going to read through the chat really quick, and we'll get on to Mike Johnson. Let me see. And then I think from here on out, we ain't going to be worrying about Heine Harris and Joe Biden anymore. The majority of the news was that, and I went and found some other stuff, so we could have other things to talk about other than Joe Biden and Heine Harris. Chad, somebody, Prather, pointed out yesterday that Joey stepped out of the race on National Ice Cream Day. Well, you know, he had his reasons. He had his reasons. Guess of Jay. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not gonna read it out loud. You better use your eyeballs. Oh my god. Look at Michael. Say when. I'll pull this fucker out. No, Michael, no. Don't do that. Goodness. Breeze by you. The fact that they're acting like it's no big deal, Biden suddenly not good to go, shows just how empty their brains are. Yeah. Democrat voters should be pissed right now. They should be pissed. Debate happened. Everyone's like, holy shit, what's wrong with him? Nothing's wrong with him. He's been that way this entire time. They just been lying to you about it. And they come out and they go, no. He's not messed up. It was a bad night. It was a bad night. And then for 2 weeks, they were like, he ain't dropping out. He's running. He's running. He's going to beat Trump. He's going to beat him. And then they're like, oh, by the way, Joe Biden dropped out. We're not even going to have an official meeting or anything. We're just going to post some dumb shit on Twitter and call it a day. And all the blue voters are like, okay, who do we vote for next? Obviously, you guys aren't thinking about this correctly. Like, your perception of how the election works is wrong. Just do what you're told. How about that, fucking Democrats? How about that? Do what you're told. Do what you're told. Do what your leaders tell you. Go put on 3 masks and shit like that, fucking losers. I can't believe how hungry they are to be told what to do. Tell us who's running next so we can vote for that person. That's not how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to want to vote for that person, not be told to vote for that person, and that's what happens. That's what happens, and they love it. They love it. Please tell us what to be scared of. Tell us what to vote for. Tell us what to be excited about. Like, stupid. Brain dead people out here voting blue team. Dumb fuckers unite. Anyways. Here, juicer. I've been saving this shirt for the day that old man Walter dropped out. Hell yeah, styling. Look at that. Styling. He's out here getting it. You crack me up, juicer. So funny. God, those blue team people, they gotta be so mad right now. Breeze by you. Well, the Democrats can't think for themselves. It's true. It is true. Sam slapped Camilla right in the cocksmoker. Thought I have slapped Camilla in the cocksmoker. Good job, Thought. Hell yeah. I don't pay Thought enough, you know? Live it review. Trump is proven to be America first. No one can fill his shoes. You're right, Live it review. And that's why the commies are mad. The commies are mad because they don't like seeing love, they don't like seeing unity, and they don't like seeing happy Americans. They just don't. And that's how the blue team is. They're just nasty, toxic-ass individuals, the leaders and the voters. I've been saying this shit all year. I've been saying it probably longer than I think about it. You're either voting for Trump, or you're voting for people that sympathize, or you're a person that sympathizes with pedophiles, people who hate women, and the downfall of America. Sympathizing with traitors. That's it. You either vote for Trump or you sympathize with pedophiles and traitors. That's it. That's it. I walk around saying that shit. I say it loud when I'm at Walmart or the grocery store. I say that shit really loud. I'll be damned you come around this aisle and say something crazy to me. You either voting for Trump or you vote for pedophiles, sex offenders, and people that hate women. Like, that's it. That's it. You can't prove to me otherwise. I've seen more than most. Like, you can't prove to me otherwise. They want to throw these hands. We do that shit right in the grocery store. Fuck those people. What I'm saying is true. And if they're mad, then they're probably pedophile sympathizers and people like that. And I don't care about people who are traitors to the country. So you're either voting for Trump or you're a traitor in my eyes, so I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it. Base lady, salty Dems. They're salty as shit. They're salty and dusty. They're salty and dusty at the same time. So it's a hard day. What's up, Amarain? Happy freedom to you. Mandela the blind leading the blind. You're so right. You are right. Can it be nice if the Dems followed the rules every once in a while? It would be, but the reason they don't is because there's no accountability. Even if there was accountability, they'd still fuck up. They would still lie, cheat, and steal. It's their way. It's the way they're built. They're built like that. But if they knew that there was consequences at the end of the road, they would at least play ball sometimes. They would at least try and look good sometimes. But because there's no accountability, they just go out there looking like a full-blown sweaty asshole and don't care about it because nothing bad's coming their way. Like, nothing bad's gonna happen to them, you know? So without the accountability, they don't even pretend. They don't even pretend. Harry Todd wants what's best for America. Yep, President Trump, he's the man. He's the man. Enter user, how special might be yesterday's fish? Just saying. It's true, enter user. It's true. You don't want that. You don't want that. Giggling Spy, the brain dead vote blue no matter who. Yeah. Yes, they do. I remember growing up with that stuff. Grandparents and whatnot being like, yeah, I don't know who's running, but I'm voting for the blue team. Like, why? Well, because we always have. Shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do that. They're not live anymore, so I don't have to have these talks with them. But either way, times have changed. It's not the same as it used to be. People need to wake up to the bullshit. They need to actually pay attention to who they're voting for. They need to pay attention to what they're spending money on. Because every day you got an opportunity to vote with your dollars. And you go spend money at Target or any of these places that hurt us, hurt all of us Americans are being hurt by these brands. Don't spend money with those fucking assholes, you know? Paul. Oh no. Mic problems again. Jesus loves us. I'm so tired of this shit. So tired of this shit. Well, damn, and I got something in my eye. What a fucking moment. We'll see if I can fix this. I don't understand why Windows has to have 11 spaces to turn the volume up and down. I gotta find the one that just took a shit for no reason and try and fix it. It don't make any damn sense. I had to do this the other day. For no reason. I wonder if my interface is taking a shit. And I hope not, because I don't have $1,000 to replace it. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll read through the chat and we'll get onto these videos, and I'll sit here and dick around with the stupid volume buttons. It sucks that people don't understand how audio works. It's so frustrating. It's like, I know what's wrong, but then I read through the chat and everyone's like, oh, it's the beats. It's not the beats. It's not the beats. It's not the mixer. It's none of that shit. So to read like wrong answers over and over is like, so frustrating. Got to be mentally fit enough to just ignore that. I don't, like, people think I sit on my ass and do nothing all day. I don't think most people could do this job. You got to be mentally fit big time to do this shit. What's up, Status Quo? Happy freedom. Diamond Laundry. They can't post links in the chat. It won't even let them. We had somebody throw a total bitch fit about being told not to post links in the chat. Like, total bitch fit over it. I hope they're watching. I hope they go fuck themselves. Write me a 5-page email about how they're mad that I won't let them post links in the chat when other platforms don't even allow it. You don't have the opportunity to post a link in the chat. And somebody had to be spoke to, and man, were they butthurt about it. That's all right. Guess so. Maybe the audio input jack's off. It probably does while I'm sleeping. I'm assuming that I'm blaming Cat Daniels on this shit. Anyways, and that CrowdStrike strikes again. Nah, it's not that. It's not. It's Windows. It's either Windows or it's my interface. And I kind of think it's both because I realized the audio was really shitty last week and I thought it was like a volume thing, but I was sitting here digging with it for an hour, which is why we were late today. I was ready to go on time, but I had to dig with the audio stuff. Either way, we'll get it figured out. We're going to get into this next video before any more problems decide to show up. This is Mike Johnson reacts to Kamala Harris POTUS bid. Doesn't change the dynamics at all. Saying that the Republicans are excited to run against Hyena Harris because she's such a dumbass. Anyways, let's get this started.
Mr. Speaker, what does Kamala Harris on the top of the ticket, if she gets the nomination, do for this race?
Well, I don't think it changes the dynamics at all. I mean, she is obviously the co-owner of the policies of the Biden administration, and she was the border czar, which is the biggest problem in the country that everybody knows. She's had her hands on a lot of the policy failures that have gotten us in the mess that we're in. So we're excited about November and the Republican Party. We're excited about our ticket with the Trump-Vance ticket, and we look forward to putting on that case.
What specific law are the Democrats breaking, are you alleging, by including her, if she is a nominee, at the top of the ticket? You said you may sue her in all 50 states. What are you alleging that they're breaking?
I never said I was going to sue her. I said that we have 50 different systems in each of the states when it comes to presidential elections and choosing electors and all the rest. And in some of the states, there are impediments to just switching someone out like that. Remember that this claims to be the party of democracy, small d democracy, right? 14 million people went through the process and chose this nominee, Joe Biden. Now a handful of people have gotten together and decided he's no longer suitable. That's not how this system works. They are violating democratic principles. And I think that's a real problem, and I think there'll be a lot said about that in the days ahead.
So you expect lawsuits? Plenty of lawsuits?
Well, look, if it violates the rules in some of these states, I expect that there will be litigation over that. So we'll see how it develops. We're doing our job here in Washington. The states will be handling that. But I do think it's problematic. I think millions of the American people believe that this is problematic. This is not the way the system is supposed to work. There's a reason it's unprecedented. You don't just, steamroll the rules and the process because you decide that your candidate is no longer suitable. That's what's happened here. I think everybody can see it for themselves, and we'll see how the campaign unfurls.
Is this going to be tougher to beat? Will she be tougher to beat? Will she be tougher to beat?
She will not be tougher to beat. No, not at all. We are excited about Kamala being at the top of the ticket, and I have suggested that the president should resign. The reason is, if everyone acknowledges that he is incapable of running a campaign, then he's clearly incapable of running the country. I mean, he has the nuclear codes. He has major decisions that he has to make every single hour of every day, and he does not have the faculties to do so now. Everyone acknowledges that, including the Democrat Party. I think that should weigh the decision on whether he should continue to serve. We are suggesting and calling upon him to resign and do the right thing for the country. We live in dangerous times. Our adversaries see all this as well. We're keeping steady hands at the wheel, and I'll look into every camera and tell our adversaries, regardless of the drama surrounding Joe Biden, this country is ready to act and to defend our interests. The Congress is resolute on that, and the U.S. military is ready at any time. Do not look at this as some sort of opportunity. Thank you.
Will you ask Jiggle to resign to her face?
I already have, and I will.
Well, that was Mike Johnson speaking there, talking about Hyena Harris, saying that they are excited to run against her because she's just as stupid as Biden is. So what'll work against him will work even better against Hyena Harris. Hyena Harris hasn't done shit. She hasn't done anything that's worthwhile at all. So it kind of feels like it's in the bag for Trump, but we know how these dusty Democrats are, and it's not going to be that easy. It's not going to be as easy as voting and picking the person that you want to lead the country. No. Anyways, next up we have Trump rally volunteer refused to enter the event over lack of security. This is an update on the assassination attempt. Wasn't Saturday before last. Of course, they still don't know anything. All this time has passed. They still don't know anything. But anyways, it's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat. And before we do that, I want to remind you guys, if you would like to join the membership program over on Rumble, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and you're using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat, and like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you'll be able to see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble Hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, screaming goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. We're going to read through the chat really quick and we'll get on to this next one. Details about the assassination attempt on President Trump. Just reading through. Mr. Beans Beans, Mike Dipshit Johnson. Yeah, I think he just worries about sounding good. I don't think he actually does anything important. Oh shit, wrong button. Zero, will Trump and Harris debate now? That's what I've been wondering too. Is there going to be a VP debate, or is Hyena Harris going to debate President Trump? Like, I don't know. I keep wondering who is Harris's VP going to be? Is it going to be Michael? Is it going to be Hillary? Like, who is it going to be? Guess I'm all great. He has nuke codes and he's pissed off at Obama. Yeah. Things are getting sketchy. Breeze by you, exactly. How can they allow him to keep acting as president? Yeah, things are really messy right now. But like I said, everybody's smiling. Everyone is smiling and having such a good time. You can't tell how bad things really are. Like, it's such a weird, being around evil like that is so weird. It's so off-putting. I had an interaction with a border crosser now that I'm thinking about it, and I don't think I got a chance to tell you guys. I think it happened Saturday afternoon now that I think about it. There was a border crosser walking down the middle of the street, and I was crossing the street, and he was smiling at me, and he was locked right onto me. Like, he was looking at me, and like I said, he's walking down the middle of the street, like walking down the dotted yellow line. And I'm crossing the street, and he's like coming this way, and I'm crossing this way. And he met me right in the middle of the road, and he was so close to me that I'm looking at him at this point. I'm looking right at him, he's looking at me, and he's smiling and shit. And I'm like, what's up? And he's like, he grins really big, he's like, sup? And he just walks past me, but he's like looking at me, and when he said what's up to me, I could feel his breath on my face, because he was so close to me. And I think he was trying to start an interaction with me. I think he was trying to bump into me to then turn around and act like I was the person in the wrong. Now, he would have died that day if he'd have decided to do that stupid shit, so he's lucky that he didn't. I had a monster in my hand, but I had a 9mm right there in front of right in the appendix carry. I was like, we can have this go however you want this to go, buddy. But he didn't want the smoke, but apparently they're here. So now I got to worry about that shit. That was only like 2 blocks from the house. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, my point was, they will smile at you while stabbing you in the chest. And not only are they smiling, but they genuinely enjoy it. They feel joy by hurting all of us. And that's how Democrats are. And so when they're talking about Hyena Harris taking Biden's place and all of this, they're all smiling. And you can't tell how fucked up everything is because we're not conditioned to deal with that kind of evil here in America. We're not used to that kind of shit. And Democrats and the border crossers, they love it. They love it. They love being cynical. They love that shit. So it's really hard to weigh how bad things really are right now. All that we have is to just pay attention for the next couple days, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Enough time has to pass for, the smoke to clear and everything to settle, and we'll figure out what the picture looks like. Breeze by you, so many questions now. Yeah, but at least nobody's talking about the assassination attempt, right? That's how it goes. That's how it goes. They had the attempt. Everyone had questions. They oversupplied answers. Nobody knows what happened during the attempt. Nobody's asking questions anymore because there's so much information that doesn't make sense. And now we're on to the next story that doesn't make sense. And it's like, just keep it going. Keep the charades going. Sam, this is the most incompetent POTUS admin I can remember in my lifetime. Yeah, Sam, I kind of feel that way too. The fact that I can understand what's happening makes me feel like this is wrong. Because normally what happens in politics is worded in such a sophisticated way that I can't even tell what the fuck people are talking about. So for me to firmly understand what's happening here scares the shit out of me. I shouldn't be at an educational level without any prior training to fully understand what's going on here. These people are a bunch of dumbasses that are running the country, and they're pro-communism. That's the problem. It's reading through. And I don't know what happened with the mic. I don't know what happened with it. If I turn the beats back on, it'll be all you can hear. For some reason, my microphone dropped 15 decibels for no reason. Just turned itself down for no reason. And I don't have time to get up and go unplug and replug everything in. I'm really worried it's my interface dying. I hope to God that's not it. I got an interface on the wish list that's been there for 2 years because nobody wants to spend $1,000 to send me a new interface. But now it's starting to get to a point where we're going to have to figure something out. Sam, what do they do with all the donations that have been given to Biden? Those weren't given to Kamala Harris. It's probably in some sort of like escrow for the Democratic Party. Most likely. There was a video I saw earlier that was saying that the donors that refused to back Biden because they wanted him to step down, they're pouring money into Hyena Harris right now. They're just pouring money into there. Guess he wanted you. He thought he did until they got close to me. He could probably feel the heat radiating off of me. You can feel my presence. I'm a very intense person. Zero, my gut is telling me that something is very wrong. Yeah. Well, what's going on is not normal. Joshua, didn't you say that your mic is super old? Yeah, but it's not the mic. It could be the cable. I don't think it's the mic, though. If it was the mic dying, it would happen in the syllables. I've had a lot of mics die on me, and generally, you'll be talking, and certain words will be dropped out because it's all going bad inside the mic. I don't think it's the mic. It's either the cable or it's the interface. It's one or the other. Joshua, get your interface at Costco and get that lifetime return. I don't know if they got it. As far as I know, you got to buy the Apollo interface from Musician's Friend, I think, but I'll have to look into it. We Are the Show. More proof that Dems are bad with money. That's true. That's true. That is true. Old man Walter is going to be able to buy a lot of ice cream with those donation bucks that he's got, you know. Pumpkin, you look very intense. I don't know if that's a good thing, but I am. I'm a pretty intense person. I've had people stop being friends with me over it because every time I come around, it's like the volume's all the way up. I'm just 100 miles an hour all the time. Cheddar Steve, you can't outvote evil. Well, we're going to try. We're going to try. It's not going to do away with them. I know that. Zupia, every political pundit I have heard says that the money from Biden can transfer to Hyena Harris, but cannot transfer to anyone else. Yeah, like I said, I think there's an escrow or something like that set up that's for the Democratic primary candidate. So whoever they put that label on, that money can be accessed by that individual. That's just what I assume. I don't know, but that's what I assume because that way it would be secure, but also have be like user friendly, for lack of a better term. You know, they'd be able to allocate that money to who they want it to go to without really transferring accounts. Cricket Kiss, Glocks are great gal guns. A lot of people like Glocks. I don't have any Glocks, but as far as I know, they're pretty durable. They will be there when you need them. That's what I've came to understand. I've seen people freeze them in blocks of ice and then shoot the gun out of the block of ice and then use the gun that was in the block of ice and had it fire correctly and not have any issues. And so a lot of people like Glocks. Other people don't. Some people think Glocks are overrated. People just make them out to be better guns than they actually are. I don't know. I don't own one. I don't have a Glock. Maybe I'll get one in the future. I think the next thing I'm going to get is going to be the Taurus Judge. The pistol, the revolver that could shoot the 410 shells, but it doesn't eject them because it's a revolver. I think that's going to be the next thing I get. We'll see. Craig Kiss, they want Hillary. Yeah, I think they do too. I think we're about to see another Hillary Trump. You know, Hillary versus Trump election. We'll see, though. Wayward, I shit myself at work today. I thought I should make that public. Was it to establish dominance, or did you need some time off? Paul, imagine donating to a guy that drops out. Imagine 4 years of defending a guy that turned around and dropped out. Imagine being on the internet pissed off at Republicans and Trump supporters and just get Twitter fingers going for 4 years just to have that guy you were defending drop out of the race. So stupid. Jab Glocks are reliable and ugly. See, I don't even think they're that ugly, but a lot of people do say that they're ugly. I think high points are ugly. When I think of ugly guns, I think of high points. Those, man, you want to get laughed at, get a high point. And some people like them. Some people like them. Some people say they're good guns. To me, they're like buying guns off Wish, or Temu. But if they save your life, that's all that matters, That's why I keep saying, I really want to tell the Democrats, you can vote for Trump and we won't say anything. We won't tell anybody. Just go ahead and vote for Trump. Let's get the country back together again. Let's get back to normal times. Arguing about whose football team is better and shit. Let's get back to normalcy. And then we'll start hating each other again. But we need to vote for the Orange Eagle in order to get back to normalcy. So if you're a Democrat and you hear this message, go ahead and vote for President Trump. We're not going to say anything about it. We got to get back to normalcy so we can start hating each other again. We can't even do that. We're suffering so much we can't even dislike each other. Can't afford it. Can't afford to be arguing with people and shit. So let's vote in the Orange Eagle in November. We'll get back to some normalcy. Joshua, are we doing memes today? I want to put that video in. So I don't show the videos. If you guys put videos in the meme locker, I actually just skip over it because I don't know what's in the video. If you want a video to potentially become the funny video of the day, or it is a feel-good video of the day, you guys can DM them to me or email them to me or however that needs to be done. But we have a category for funny short videos. So that's kind of where that stuff goes. But no, it doesn't happen today, Joshua. It's Saturday. Free Speech Saturday gets all the memes. Guess some Glocks have no safety. All of them? Are they all like that? I'm trying to think. All my guns have functional safeties. Like in the trigger or in the grip. So if you're holding the gun correctly, safety's off. But all my guns are like that. I don't have any that have the switch safeties on them. Joshua, my favorite video ever is the guy who gets arrested and shits in the cop car. They can't outdo that guy, Guess some of you think Glocks suck. Well, everybody feels their own way about it. Puff and Stuff, safety is built into the trigger. Glock has 3 safeties. In the trigger? Or in general? Paul, Red Hawk, 44 mag. Heck yeah. Puff Stuff, a 3-stage safety. Yeah. My Springfield's like that too. I have 2 Springfields. And all their safeties are built right into the grip and the trigger and all that. Alistair, what happened to the Klaus design? Was waiting for it but never got it. You'll have to ask Zero. Zero's got all those designs. You'll have to ask Zero. I remember what you're talking about, but I don't remember what the plan was anymore. Astral Hammer, I wonder if Joe's going to start making appearances like Kate Middleton. Now, you'll only see pictures of him in the back of the car here and there. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, Astral Hammer. What's up, Red Bear? Happy Freedom. Oh, I appreciate you, Zeus Boot. Red Bear, I like to play with the trolls. Yeah, every now and then. Giggle. Where I am from, we decommissioned all of our guns because we no longer need them. Where do you live? In heaven? You must live in heaven. Because everybody on the planet needs a gun. I think it's funny when people say that stupid shit, because I remember Paris had active shooters and nobody could stop it because you guys didn't have guns. You couldn't stop it. Your fellow nationals were dying alongside of you because you didn't have guns. So don't bring that stupid shit over here. That'll never happen here. Fuck that. Fuck that noise. No longer need guns. You mean you're a victim in waiting? That's all you are. Like, nah, don't bring that commie bullshit over here. What's up, God Rides a Harley? Happy freedom. What, we got trolls on communism tube? Yeah, I'll leave it to you guys. Sit there reading trolls and shit on a platform I don't give a fuck about. Zero. Maybe Alistair saw you. You guys get it figured out. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Joshua, knives never jam. Close and personal. Yep. Could always keep a hunting knife on you. Guess I'm Aussie. I don't know. Softy. I know that. Commie. I don't know what nation they're in, but it's soft. I'll tell you that. It's soft as baby shit. That's all right. That's okay. Next up, we have Trump rally volunteer refused to enter the event over lack of security, which I think is really weird. If I was going to a Trump rally, I don't think I would even notice the security except for the hoops you got to jump through to get in the rally. So I don't know where this person got them vibes from. Maybe I don't know. I guess we're going to see in a second. But either way, this is our update on everything found related to the shooting at the Trump rally where President Trump was struck in the ear by a bullet. More details coming out over a week later. Still doesn't make sense and nobody knows anything, but here we go.
Soon, Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle will testify about the assassination attempt on former President Trump. She'll have to answer for the growing list of security lapses that led to the shooting. CB Cotton is live from Butler, Pennsylvania. You have the latest for us because, CB, there's still so many questions that are unanswered.
Still so many questions, and Dana, she's never been here to the rally site, but today Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle faces tough questions about what went wrong here. This comes as lawmakers do their own digging. Republican Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin released his office's preliminary findings, echoing what we've been told by federal sources, that Thomas Matthew Crooks was on the radar of law enforcement at least an hour before shots rang out. Other key findings include that Secret Service did not attend a security briefing provided to local SWAT and sniper teams the morning of July 13th. Local law enforcement said communications were siloed and they were not in frequent radio contact directly with Secret Service, and that local law enforcement notified command about Crooks prior to the shooting and received confirmation that Secret Service was aware of the notification. Johnson says about 30 minutes before the shooting, a local sniper took this picture of a bike and bags near the building Crooks fired from. We spoke to one rally goer who did not want to show his face, but said signs of trouble were spotted early on.
One of the volunteers was so upset by the lack of security, he went home that night and told his wife he's not going in. He stayed out in the parking lot helping people park, and he never went in because of this lack of security.
House Homeland Security Committee Chair Mark Green and several of the committee's members will tour the rally site here behind me at 11:30 local time. Afterwards, they're expected to speak with the media about what they saw and what they learned inside the still closed crime scene. Dana.
CB, do you know whether Secret Service denied requests from the Trump campaign specifically for this event?
Hi, Dana. Well, the Washington Post reported over the weekend that some information that people in Trump's inner circle had been saying for quite some time, that requests for more security and manpower had been denied. The Washington Post confirmed that. Our federal sources confirmed that. But my federal source insists that this rally on July 13th was not one of those instances where resources were denied. So that's the latest we're hearing from here on the ground.
Okay, CB, thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian.
Like I said, more details. Nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. The only other building in the area, in the line of vision, to be able to see the rally, there was 2 buildings. There was one where the Secret Service was, and there was one where the shooter was. Like, it's real simple. What happened is real simple, but nah, they got to blur the lines. They got to make it so you just stop asking questions. That's the name of the game at this point. They want you to stop asking questions, so they give you more information than you know what to do with, and none of it fits together with any other information. It's like you got 10 puzzle pieces that are all from different puzzles, and they're like, yeah, that's what happened. You're like, none of it makes sense. They're like, yeah, but that's what happened. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what it is. You're just not going to tell us the truth. That's what it is. But that's okay, we know. We've watched the government go after President Trump for 4 years. I'm sure this incident wasn't isolated. Government. Government did it. You can't prove otherwise. Like, shit. The only thing that makes sense is the government did it. And they missed. I mean, out of that, the only thing that doesn't make sense is the fact they missed. I guess don't get a trans shooter and you know, maybe you have better luck next time. I don't fucking know. Jesus loves us. That's all I know for sure. Anyways, let's figure out where we are here on the list. Next up, we have hundreds hope to get through tight security to attend Vance rally in Ohio. This rally took place earlier today. And the point of the video is to kind of see how Americans are warming up to J.D. Vance. As you guys know, I didn't know anything about J.D. Vance. I've been learning about him since he's been selected as the VP last Monday, I think it was. So I've been learning about him, and I guess there's other Americans that are in the same boat. So, anyways, it's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat. See what you hooligans think about these extra details with the terrible shooting that happened at the Trump rally. I keep wanting to turn the beats on and I can't. Oh, you know what? It looks like my mic volume just went up. I don't know. I'm not messing with it. I'm going to try and ignore it. Got to get through the show, and I'll figure out what to do about this mic situation. As long as you guys can hear me, that's all that matters. Breeze by you, they like to confuse everyone. Yep, and that's the name of the game right now. Confuse everyone to the point where they just stop asking questions. What's up, Tom Tom? Happy freedom. Drive safe, Tom Tom. Appreciate you joining us. Annette, I wonder if the car parker knew something about what was going on. That's what I'm wondering too, Annette, because how would he know? I wouldn't know. If I was walking up to a Trump rally and I'm going through Secret Service and they're, patting me down and wanding me and all that, I'm not going to go, hey, there's only 10 of you guys. There's not 15. I'm not coming here. Like, I wouldn't even know. I would just be like, yeah, I'm psyched, like I wouldn't have seen anything. So like, I don't know where that information's coming from. I don't know how that person knew security wasn't up to par. And so he just sat in the parking lot. Like, I don't know. They need to interview that guy. Breeze by you, I accidentally left a knife in my purse when I had to go to court a couple of years ago. The cops at the x-ray thing were like, is that a knife? They laughed. I guess I didn't look dangerous, so they just asked me to go put it in my car. You're lucky, Breeze by you. If that had been me, I wouldn't be here right now. They'd have been like, taser, taser, and shot me in the chest 16 times. That's how it goes. Jay Spray, Biden will probably be moving to the blue and yellow country pretty soon. He might as well. That's where they sent all that money. Just reading through. Oh, heck yeah, Sam. You have a good time. And be safe while you're traveling. Jeb, I'm almost surprised that the event attendees didn't try and handle it themselves. I kind of feel the same way too, Jeb. And I feel like if they weren't disarmed, they probably would have. There probably would have been a wall of bullets traveling in that direction if they were armed. If they weren't told to leave their firearms at home, you know. Pumpkin, he looks just like Elizabeth Warren, probably her brother. Yeah, looks just like him, Pumpkin. Just like him. It's crazy. Jeb, people standing around and videoing. How about climbing a building? Yeah, well, the people that were close to the building, they were pretty proactive, but I think there's fences up. I think everything is fenced in. So in order to go towards the building, you'd have to hop a fence, which to some of us may not be a big deal. I don't know how high the fences were, but I think there was reasons why people didn't run in that direction. I bet there's people that would have, though. I have that kind of call. When bad stuff is happening, I run towards danger, not away from it. I don't know why. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. It's my natural instinct to save other people. Ghostly, nobody's talking about the fact that the shooter was trans. Nah, after the Nashville shooter situation and the whole... what do they call it? Manifesto situation. They don't want to even come near that with this situation. You notice no one's talked about a manifesto? Nobody's been, like, they haven't been able to find anything. They don't know anything about this guy. It's like, yeah, because his identity's been wiped. Enter user, give Vance a chance. I think people will. Mandela, it's not like it was in the city. It was a field with a few buildings. Yeah. Yeah, there's no reason why that building should have been wide open like that. They knew what was going to happen. Alistair, yeah, my natural instinct is to go towards danger and the noise of screams. Yeah. That's how I am, Alistair. I've ran into burning buildings and all kinds of stuff. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't consider myself tough, but I notice that in the face of danger, I don't freeze when everybody else does. It's weird. It's like being in a room of statues and nothing made me stop. It's like everybody just freezes and instead I become proactive. And noticing that, I've been able to help people in situations like that. I've had a lot of people I couldn't help. I've had to learn that the hard way too. People don't want to listen to you and you're trying to help them and they want to stay behind and die. You can't die with them. You have to continue to move forward, and that's a hard thing to live with. Hurley Girl, happy freedom to you. Alex Jones had a few guests on about this attempted assassination, and it was rather interesting, although I don't care much for Jones. I'll have to check that out, Hurley Girl. I can't watch a whole bunch of Alex Jones either. He makes you feel like the world is falling apart. I mean, well, the world is falling apart. He makes you feel like the sky is falling today. Like, today's your last day. And so I can't watch him regularly. I just see clips every now and then. Otherwise, you just get that doom and gloom stuff, and I don't like that. I know he's right about a lot of shit, but I can't just worry about dying every day. Got to worry about living. Living's the hard part. Dying is easy. It's living you got to worry about, you know? I had to tell people that about the eclipse. Nobody even talks about that now. The eclipse happened. People were like, oh no, we're all going to die. Well, me, I'm going to have a twisted tea. I'm going to pull up a chair. If I'm going to go happy. Like, I ain't worried about dying. I'm worried about living. Snooks, you're tough. Own it. Nah, I'm not tough. I'm not a tough guy. Not at all. I'm a damn Pisces, for fuck's sake. I'm probably the softest among us. Who knows? Who knows? What matters is what you do when you're facing evil. So, we're going to get into this next video. It's titled, Hundreds Hope to Get Through Tight Security to Attend Vance Rally that happened in Ohio. Now, as far as I know, the rally's over with now. But Enter User told us they were having a great time. Enter User is a mod for Right Side Broadcasting, so they would know. Once again, this is Hundreds Hope to Get Through Tight Security to Attend Vance Rally in Ohio.
Afternoon. Right now, hundreds of people are outside of Middletown High School waiting for their chance to go inside these doors here behind me, go into the auditorium and listen to J.D. Vance speak at 1:30 this afternoon. Some of these people tell me they've been here since before 9 o'clock this morning, and they're still waiting to get in. Take a look at this line. It's as far as I can see, wraps around the building here. This line has been very slow moving since we have been here today. We, of course, know there's a lot of security inside this building before people can get in. This morning, the temperature wasn't so bad, but the longer we're out here, it's definitely getting more humid. It's definitely hotter. People are starting to get a little bit antsy to get inside of Middletown High School. This is his first speaking event here in Ohio since he was selected by Trump to be his VP running mate. Vance served in the Marines and built a business and was an early critic of Trump. He'll turn 40 next week and is one of the youngest Americans ever to appear on a presidential ticket. He's also a political newcomer, first elected to office in 2022. Some Republicans say if Trump thinks Vance is the best, they're all in. There are also protesters here who believe J.D. Vance doesn't have enough experience.
Trump supports and loves us so fiercely. How can you not support and love him so fiercely back? And I'm very thrilled with his VP pick. And I think the two of them partnered together are going to be non-stoppable and the best for this country.
I think J.D. Vance is incredibly intelligent. I think he's an opportunist. He's a freshman senator. He doesn't have very much of any experience in government. And he understands the easiest people to persuade. And I think he joined, the line is much shorter in that line.
Of course, we're seeing a lot of security, law enforcement presence here outside of Middletown High School today. We've got the snipers on top of the roof. We see Secret Service, a lot of local law enforcement presence as well. Safety definitely top of mind for those who are attending this rally and, of course, those who are protecting this rally as well. Ever since that assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump a couple weeks ago, I was talking to some of these supporters here who say that the country is divided right now, and they're hoping that after that happened, they are able to get this country to come together a little bit more. Right now, as you can see, we want to give you one more look at this crowd. Hundreds of people in line waiting to hear Middletown native J.D. Vance give that speech later this afternoon. That is scheduled to start at 1:30. We were told these doors were going to be open at 10:30. We have not seen people moving very quickly, though, to get inside those doors. We were told they were opened a little bit later, so I know that I did talk to somebody who works here at Middletown High School. They say that this auditorium holds about 900 people. It looks like there may be more than that here, so it's going to be interesting to see how many people they are able to get into that auditorium. It's something that we will have an update for later this afternoon.
From breaking news to field.
Well, J.D. Vance holding a rally. I don't know if it's his first one since being selected as VP. A lot of people like him, some people don't. That's the way it is. I don't know. I think it's interesting. I keep thinking about how President Trump said that he would pick a VP that he thought one day would make a good president. So I keep looking at J.D. Vance like, is he presidential material? But I think only time will tell. Let's see what we got next here. So that was the last of our news videos. Next up we have Valentina Gomez. She posted a video titled Not Like Us. Valentina Gomez, although she is funny and quite outspoken, she's running for Missouri's Secretary of State right now. If I was in Missouri, I would definitely vote for her. First, we're going to read through the chat before we get into that video. And before we do that, I want to remind you guys, if you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the Linktree link in the description, or maybe Snooks will post it in the chat with you guys. But you can use the Linktree link to make donations using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, and you can even send crypto. We're going to hop in the chat really quick and see what your hooligans think about J.D. Vance. And then we're going to get on to this. It's kind of a feel-good video of the day. It's a real video. It's a real video. It's coming up next. Let's get through the chat. Snooks, do you think J.D. is presidential material? Could be. He definitely could be. Matt, found out yesterday that my friend's older brother is one of the Green Beret snipers that's been given commentary on this shooting attempt. Interesting, Matt. That's pretty cool. Breeze by you. Oh my God, that's right up the road from me. I didn't know JD was going to be in Middleton. I was there today. Well, dang, Breeze by you could have went to the rally. Cassandra, left-wing women don't believe in showering regularly. They think conserving water is helping with global warming. Yeah. Yeah. Cassandra. Those stinking ass lefties. That's how it is. Zero, did you see the snipers on the roof right out in plain sight? Yep. Oh, and I bet there's snipers that you can't see. I bet there's snipers that are watching the snipers that you can see. But I bet they were put there on purpose just as like a deterrent. Like, hey, don't come here acting like, you know, this is some Democrat event. That's not what's happening here. I think they put those guys right there on the forefront just to be a deterrent. Cricket Kiss, globalist pricks are losing it and being exposed. Dangerous times. Yes, Cricket Kiss. You're absolutely right. Wayward, seen a ton of MAGA out there today near the rally. Wish I could have made it. Heck yeah, Wayward. I think people are being a little bit more open about supporting President Trump. We have people that are Trump supporters where that's almost their whole identity, right? They're just wearing MAGA shit 24/7, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But then you got people who are just people who are supporting Trump, and then you got people who are supporting Trump quietly. And I think the quiet people are becoming a minority because people are starting to be a lot more open about supporting Trump. It's obvious that he is the right choice, that he's the right choice. So I think people are being louder about their support for the Orange Eagle. David, even this channel can be a bit about doom and gloom, but thankfully Jeff and the Hooligans keep the comedy relief. Yeah, we try, David. That's why we try to do like our good video of the day, the feel good video of the day and the funny video of the day. It's because the politics usually is about subjects that suck, but you don't have to carry it. You can't carry the weight of the world because we can't fix it. You know, all we can do is monitor what's happening and be in the know. That way, if you do have an opportunity to make a decision in this field of events that we have going on, you'll make the right choice because you're staying aware and whatnot. And that's the best you can do is just be aware, but let that weight go. Don't just carry that around because it ends up just becoming an endless cycle of doom and gloom. You're just like, oh, it's all bad. It's always been bad. It'll always be bad. So I might as well not have hope. And then when you don't have hope, then you're a miserable individual and it's hard to be happy to be alive. It's a lot easier to just let that go. Just be like, oh, everything's fucked up. Well, at least we got Twisted Tea. At least boobies are still nice as long as they're not attached to a dude. You know, you got things like that. You got to look at the brighter side of things, you know. Enter user, I heard that 5 times the people outside than was inside. I believe it. I believe it. I think people are excited to support MAGA. Like, JD Vance, I think, is getting a lot of love just because he's Team MAGA. I think if he was on his own, you know, probably wouldn't be getting that much support. But if Trump says he's a good guy, there's a lot of people that will take that to heart. Alex Jones said that there would be another attempt, but it would use explosives. Thought it sounded crazy, but Jones is right so often. Yeah, Alistair. I hope they don't do anything like that. I assume there will be more attempts in the future, unfortunately. I just don't think that's going to be the only... It wasn't the only attempt. There's been 2 other attempts that have happened, but this is the first one where there was like a real threat. Like a real threat. The other attempts is almost like the Bush throwing shoe video. You know, it's like something happened, Secret Service rushed the stage, they got President Trump out of there, but then later on he came back and spoke and stuff because there wasn't a real threat. I mean, there was something that happened, but it wasn't a shooter. And so he came back and spoke. And this was the first event where there was like a really, you know, a real threat. Pumpkin Biden's doctor says that he's good. He's fine. Yeah, I bet. David, glass is always half empty or full. Be aware of one, but focus on the other. Yeah, David, that's what you got to do. You guys talking about Ireland over on Twitch. Mic drop. Doom and gloom is better than being unaware and uninformed. Yeah, it's how to handle it. There's a way to handle it, but People are not taught to self-manage. The older I get, the more I realize that. The people are not disciplined to self-manage. Like, they're just not able to. And that's something that I benefited from growing up without parents. Is I had to learn, if I want shit to go well, I have to make sure it goes well. I can't just expect it to go well. It's up to me. I got to work. I got to show up every day. I got to care. I got to try, every day. But I see fellow Americans that don't have that. They don't have that. They're like, oh no, it all sucks. I guess I'm going back to bed. Like, nah, you'll never get anything done laying in bed. Make a baby. That's about it. That's about it. Anyways, this is our so-called feel-good video of the day. It's not what we normally have as a feel-good video. What makes it a feel-good video for me is that it's real. It's real. It's not somebody coming out here lying to us or, talking fake bullshit to try and get us on their side. She's just saying the way it is, and I like that. And to me, that made it our feel-good video of the day. This is titled Valentina Gomez, They're Not Like Us.
Republicans are full of guns, food, and ammunition. And these Democrats are full of gay shit, pronouns, and even more gay shit. Let's make America great again.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Republicans.
Yes. And like I said, if I had lived in Missouri, I'd be voting for Valentina. She's running for Secretary of State out there in Missouri. That is our feel-good video of the day. Now we're going to move into our funny video of the day. If I could find it. I don't know where it went. Let me see here. Ah, yes. Are you going to play? Or are you going to do the thing? All right. Having a day. I'm doing my best to not let it get the best of me. All right. This is our funny video of the day. And it is titled, Eagles Are Majestic.
My asshole hurts from last night.
I'm recording.
Yes. That is our funny video of the day. And with that being said, I'm going to drop this a link to you guys, because that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. Let me see. Get this link here. All right. Here's the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you would like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, I would really appreciate it. All of you guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. We have a news board to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. And it is the best way to be notified every single time we go live. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, you can watch the live, and it is the best way to experience the live. We have a built-in chat that has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes, you can post GIFs, you can post links in the chat. We have custom emojis and all of that. Like I said, it is the best way to experience a live. But then we have Hooligans Alley, which is sort of like Twitter or Facebook, but there's no commies, no liberals, no crybabies, no fact checkers, and you're not going to have your content pulled down over dumbass reasons, because we don't have that. We have social media the way it's supposed to be. Then we have forums, which is very much like Reddit. It's there to encourage open discussion on random topics such as cars or movies or whatever. Then we have our advanced messaging system that gives you the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group texting, group calling, and group video calling. Also, with a membership for jeffmaclive.com, you can join us on Fridays in the voice chat, having a lot of fun between 6 p.m. Eastern Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Time, just laughing it up. Sometimes we're researching things. It's all kinds of stuff. It's definitely worthwhile, so definitely go get you a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. We're going to read through the chat really quick, and then we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and we'll be wrapping this up. But we will be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. And hopefully I can get this microphone volume thing taken care of by then. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up. Guess some, and we have boobs. That's right. That's right. Man, even Joe's brother came out and said that Joe is dying, so the White House reps said that Joe's brother's an alcoholic. Yeah, 10 Man. I seen that. That's so funny. They're falling to pieces over there. Get some. Oh my God, I love her. I know, right? For real. Oh, I try, Snooks. Thank you. Says, you're the bestest ever, Jeff. Well, I try, Snooks. Zero, Lauren Boebert is demanding proof of life for Joe by 5 p.m. tonight. Well, that's in 45 minutes. We'll see if they provide proof of life. They should just have him come out. Just come out and say something, you know? Like, just take a selfie or some shit. Oh, I appreciate you, Amarain. I'm glad you joined Discord. That's awesome. Happy Freedom Puff and stuff. Wayward, do you remember Christopher Lee Cornell? Look into his story after the live. I wonder if Crooks was groomed by Chris. Interesting. I will definitely check that out, Wayward. Let me get this pulled up really quick. I'll check it out after the live. David, bald eagles are a regular sight on the coast in Oregon. Sometimes we see them on I-5. That's awesome, David. I see bald eagles when I go for walks in Bryant Woods in Ludington. I haven't seen them in a while, but not very often do I see bald eagles. There's a zoo in Grand Rapids where President Trump spoke last Saturday. I can't remember what it's called, John Ball Zoo or something like that, but they got a set of bald eagles there, and they're huge. Like, I was surprised to see how big eagles are. I mean, you know, when you see them in the sky, you're like, wow, it's a big-ass bird. But when they're right there standing in front of you, it's bigger than a toddler. It's like a toddler flying in the sky. It's like, holy shit. I didn't realize you were that big. It's crazy. DCat, Miss Jamie, has anybody heard from her today? I'm just asking. I want to know what she thought about the VP at the rally in Grand Rapids. DCat, I haven't heard from Miss Jamie today. I'll see if she posted on Twitter really quick just to make sure she's doing well. I kind of thought we would hear from her, and maybe we did, and I missed it because I was kind of busy the last couple of days. I mean, she's retweeting things that came out in the last 16 hours, so I'm sure she's doing fine. She's reposting Valentina Gomez too. Valentina Gomez, she's making a name for herself right now. Psydog, memes. Why are you guys asking me about memes today? Memes are on Saturday. They've always been on Saturday. Did I say something that was going to make memes today? I'm surprised to have so many people asking about that. It's normally on Saturday. Saturday's our meme day. But you guys can post on there all week. You have all week to post on there. What's up, O'Graham? Happy Freedom. Thank you, Pumpkin. I appreciate you being here with us. Offworld is Mac a MAGA. I support President Trump, but I'm not a Trump supporter. I have an identity outside of President Trump. Nuclear, never give up your guns. That's right. That is absolutely right. Let me see, what's your name? Thank you so much, Southern Eagleman, for joining the membership program over on Twitch. And welcome to the family. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see, reading through. Nuclear, no election in America if there's a state of emergency. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. If they put the country in a state of emergency, then our rights are suspended and there's a good chance that they won't let us vote. But it would take a lot to put the country in a state of emergency. The only time I've ever experienced it in my lifetime is when the goofy-ass plague happened. That was it. And I really don't think anybody's going to comply. If they put us in a state of emergency, yeah, you're going to have the normies losing their minds and falling to pieces. But I think the rest of the people will become rebellious immediately. They will take that as a strike against their freedoms. And so, I don't know. It would be very difficult for them to put us in a state of emergency without people being genuinely scared. Snooks, I DM Raja, no answer back. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Raja. Raja's been gone for almost 2 weeks now. I hope she's doing okay. There you go, Guess him, Jay. You're included. You're included. Hey, thank you for joining us, Eagleman. Pub stop. Meme time? Yeah, I know. You guys all taking turns on me right now. I feel like Hyena Harris. Anyways. Damn, I'm funny. Anyways, let's get this going. Stupid shit. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. God. God bless us. All right, hooligans. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Wrong button. That's okay. That's okay. We're good to go. Now I got to figure out mic problems and a couple other problems, but that's all right. Either way, we made it. We will be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. I'm sure we got Trump rallies coming up. I don't know when yet, but I'll get it figured out. I'm sure Snooks will let me know. And then we'll put it on the schedule. We always cover President Trump when he's live, and we're a little bit more alert now after what happened at that, not the last rally, but you know what I mean. After the shooting, we're really up to date. We're all the way up Trump's ass right now just to make sure he's okay. That's how we do it. Guess I'm running a meme train on poor Jeff. Yeah, it's a hard life. It's a hard life. Thank you, Russell. I appreciate you being here with us. Thank you, Cassandra. Snooks, Trump rally on Wednesday. He'll be speaking at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you, Snooks. So we will be covering President Trump on Wednesday after Coffee with Hooligans. Thank you, Zero. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, Pumpkin. Alistair, problems are good to have. Reminds you that you're still breathing. That's right, Alistair. Enter user Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you, enter user. Girth. Hawk 24. You just can't let it go. You can't let when I was disc golfing yesterday with my buddy Carmelo, he was saying that he's like, yo, what do you know about the Hawk 2 girl? I was like, I know everything. We got meme boards. We got a whole locker full of memes, and they're all Hawk 2. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna marry that woman one day. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. He's like, you see all the women that are mad about it? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you know those are the women you gotta stay away from. I'm like, yeah, I know. Anybody mad about the Hawk 2 girl don't like the Hawk 2 and spit on that thing, and well, I like that. So anyways, Brew Joe, just heard the FBI could not find shell casings. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Interesting, Brew Joe. I didn't even think of that. They didn't find shell casings. Well, just more shit about the story that don't make sense. Goodness. Pumpkin, amen and God bless us. We need it. Absolutely, Pumpkin. Absolutely. Prison Mike. Camilla Harris 2024. Yeah, right. Come on, man. Nah, we weren't about old Hyena Harris. There you are, Miss Jamie. Happy freedom to you. We were concerned about you, so we were looking you up on Twitter. Hope you had a good time at the Trump rally. We were looking for you in the crowd. What's up, Sean? Happy freedom. Sly Dog, no rounds fired then. Yep. Sly Dog, no Sunday memes? Nah, I mean, I saw a couple memes. No, Miss Jamie. I'm sorry to hear you're at a funeral service. Those are never fun. All right, hooligans, we are wrapping this up. Oh my God, Zero, I can't wait to see the video. That's awesome. All right, hooligans, we will be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Hopefully I got this microphone problem taken care of and we can have beats again. It probably sounds weird without beats. I don't know. I'll watch the replay and we'll see how it goes. Either way, like I said, we will be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. And then we have President Trump on Wednesday. And we will be covering him as well after Wednesday's Coffee with Hooligans. So definitely be a part of Discord. Be a part of jeffmaclive.com. That way you can stay in the know, get notifications, all of that. Use the Linktree link if you need to find those links. And I think that's it. I think that's everything. I always feel like I'm forgetting shit and I can't stand it. Anyways, huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans. And I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.